So on my last video I made about Lovecraft Country, I came out and I said, I don't think Uncle George is gonna make it. I think he's gonna die. It's gonna be very sad. I had a friend hit me up and say, nah man, that's Courtney B. Vance, bro. That's Courtney B. Vance. He gonna make it through the whole series. Boy, Uncle George is dead, boy. Dun dun dun. Welcome to Whole Views, everybody. My name is Corey. Please, first things first, subscribe to the channel. Allow me to be your El Capitan as we sail through a sea of TV shows and movies and trailers and a lot of stuff. But right here, right now, what I want to get into is Lovecraft Country Season 1, Episode 2. I don't know where I'm at with this thing. I'm very much on the fence about the show, mainly because I don't feel like it's what we were sold with the initial trailer. Like, I thought horror with a little bit of weirdness, like science fiction weirdness. And it feels to me now like we're getting way more fantasy elements than I thought that would ever be included with the show. But let's talk about it specifically. What I do like the fact that the show treats its audience like they're smart. They don't give you everything in exposition. They expect you to watch the show, listen to the dialogue, look at all the little details in each frame, and pick up what's going on, as well as be patient enough to find out what just happened or what's going to come of what just happened. The problem I have with that element though is I feel like even though I'm picking up what happened, like, okay, Letty gets shot, and then he turns the gun on Uncle George. Uncle George gets shot. And I'm thinking to myself, I know it can't be it for Letty. I just know it. And I also know they have to do something to show us what happened to Uncle George. I'm patient enough to just keep watching. I get the reveal that Letty was healed. I get the understanding that Uncle George is gonna be healed after this ceremony. But I can't help but feel like as I watch the whole show, I feel like I'm just missing out on stuff. So in the comment section, if you don't mind, let me know, does this come from like a series of books or like is there other information that I am not privy to? Because I feel like, I use the word privy, I feel like there's things that I don't know about the show, and the show just kind of expects me to go along with. And I'm going along with it, but there's things that's just turning me off as I'm going along with it because maybe I just don't know. One of the strikes that I have against this episode is that there's a lot of biblical references and there's a slight dismissal of the Bible, or like biblical literacy, I think it's what the lady said. I'm like, I guess I give you that. I don't know. But I didn't like it being involved. And then there was some weird little imagery like with the snake peeing. I'm like, yo, I don't know about this. This seems quite weird. But I will say the language of Adam, quote unquote language of Adam, seems or sounds a lot like me to praying in tongues. And if you don't know what that is, this is not the place where I'm going to try to explain it to you. You know, talk to somebody in your church if you go to church. Now, I did watch the preview for next week's episode, and that to me seems like it's going to be a little bit more horror driven, less fantasy elements. But at the same time, with the way this episode concluded, I kind of feel like, how do we even still have a show if all these people who were set up as antagonists in this order was like obliterated and this house collapsed? They're like, what could still be going on that would predicate a show? Like, I don't know where I'm at with this show. I think I'm gonna give it one more episode and I may be done with Lovecraft Country. I don't know. Where are you with the show? Let me know in the comments. Did you like this episode? Is this what you expected when you got into the show? Because I know from the first trailer I was hype. This first episode I was like, wow, that's a lot. Second episode I'm like, where's this going? Because I don't know if I want to go there with it. So that's all I have. I know it's real quick, but I'm not too positive on it, so I don't want to talk a whole lot about negatives. It was well done. It was well shot. There's nothing that you can really malign the show for. Just not that into it. We'll see with episode 3. Come back and check out my episode 3 review If you sticking with it, again, let me know. If you feel differently from me, let me know in the comments. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the page, please, please, please. And enjoy yourself and guard your heart.